Now I need to go home with an empty load. Usually that would make a man happy. Oh, it's cold up here. Hey, head first! I'm actually losing the feeling of the hand that's holding the GoPro. The things I do for your content, eh? I wanna know if you're coming today. Brilliant day for this, absolutely fantastic. A wee bit of flooding on it, right enough for the amount of rain we've had. Couldn't have picked a better day myself. Because I know I'm not the only one. You make up random tunes, you sing along, and then if anyone sees you, you just kinda, I didn't do that. Alright folks, what's happening? Drew's Farming Life is back again today. So, today we are going to be bringing some cattle home off of the moor. Dad's getting a tractor to put it on the float, and I've got the other tractor with the other float. I've got my drone here hiding inside my jacket, keep dry. If it's dry up there I'll use it to maybe bring them in, but it's doubtful. But it's there as an option because it's quite a big moor, so it's quite good for bringing them down closer by and then getting them in their pen. So I'm going to drive this tractor around, pick up a pail of cake, and that'll help entice them over to the fank that we built out the crash barriers, and I will fire on into it and bring them back. They're actually going in the shed here to my right, and that'll be them for a wee while anyway. So another load to feed. So it's another wet, miserable day. Yesterday was not nice, the day before that wasn't nice. Keep forgetting these new things have got air brakes, so I can't take off, still stuck there. Must have been a wee air leak in this tractor, so can't drive yet. I think we're away now. I think. Oh well, I can just slide in the grass now. I think I've got a bit of pressure now, ain't I? I don't know, what date is it? The day is it the 8th? 8th of December. Still got these cattle out. Heifers. Go in here. Learn to lie up the cubicles for a while. And then they'll get swapped with the heifers with the bull when they come in. So they're the next lot that's still out. And then there's a load, there's 5 based still out across the road on the right actually. We brought them in the other day, 40 of them or something like that, and we didn't realise that this 5 were hiding in the woods up the top, so a couple of days later they appeared out and we're like, what the hell are they doing out? You know, I just seen them up the top of the hill and we're like, bugger it, missed them. Right, we're away, we're off ski. So aye, as I was saying, that 5 at the top there, so they've got about 100 acres to happily trot around in, so they're not actually looking bad at all. They've got plenty spread of grass and plenty open scope to go around munching or crunching, running about, so they're actually okay. But if they ever come down nearby the farm, again, well, Mum's been feeding them a wee bit of cake here and there just to keep them interested, so that when they do come nearby they'll be easy to get in. So aye, that's what I was trying to say. Hopefully we'll get them in soon, just purely because they're interested in cake now. So that'll be another lot in, but aye, they still got the lot right up the back next to the young grass. Well, they're at the field next to the young grass on the left. They've to come in, but we're away to try and see if we can get these ones up the road. There's no guarantee we're going to get them, but we're going to try anyway. I've got a trailer, Dad's got a trailer, should be a couple of runs. I don't really know how many exact, to be honest, but hopefully we'll get them in one way or another. So this tractor's just started dancing about the road again. Whoa, what was that? I think it might be real time. But aye, no, my tractor's just started swinging about the road there. I'm getting quite annoyed about this. So me and Dad changed the orbiter, well, Dad started changing the orbiter of this tractor because mine a wee while back, it was it was going around the road. It's not as bad as it was. The orbiter might have helped a wee bit, but now it's now just slewing about all over the place. So the next action could be the steering rams. There might be a seal away in that, so that's what's making it swing about. But the orbiter was the first thoughts. Don't really know, to be honest. Something's just really not right, and it's really not good driving something this size along the road, and it can be a bit uncontrollable. But once the tractor's warm, it works perfectly, which is the really annoying thing. So it's a bugger. Oh, there went a barrel's looking okay. Wee bit of flooding on it, right enough for the amount of rain we've had. Not ideal, but it's coming away okay. I don't think I'm the only farmer that goes about just looking at other folks' fields and seeing what's going on there. There's a farmer, the neighbour further back there, they've still got 2 cattle out, and I remember helping them across the road with the rest of them, but these last 2 when they come across, and I see that they're still in there, so looks like they're in the same situation as us, still cattle out. It's not a bad thing if the cattle are still looking okay, you know. What's the big deal? They're not in yet. If they're still looking alright, the ground's okay, it's not bad. It's a bonus for us actually. No bedding, no feeding, no loss, no gain, no loss. There is a gain, they're out. Less work. What am I saying? Never mind. Right, let's get up here, let's get to this moor. Hey, first! Ooh, I wanna know if you're coming today. Does anyone else just entertain themselves in the tractors when they're out and about? Because I know I'm not the only one. You make up random tunes, you sing along, and then if anyone sees you, you just kinda, I didn't do that. That wasn't me. Yeah. Sad day not to have a gate bitch. Right, just open. 2 gates to get in access to the farm. And it's raining, so I can't use my drone unless it calms down. Don't want to get it. Don't want to bugger it up. And now that we're up here, they're nowhere to be seen. They are nowhere to be seen. Nowhere. As far as I can see, they're nowhere to be seen. Did I mention that they're nowhere to be seen? Marvellous! Actually, I think I see them. Why does Dad do this? Looks like they're in the golf course. Dad, are they in the golf course? Well, look up there to the right, the trees. Well, what's that? Well, it's either in the golf course or in the millionaire's garden. This fucking Willie's coming in fucking half an hour. Well, that's fucking marvellous. I hate that Bluetooth carry on. I absolutely shit myself when I don't have music playing and it just goes straight to ringing. I shit myself every time. Annoying. I now need to try and get them in myself because Dad has to go home. He's got some cows going away. The lorry driver never phoned them back, so they're now, you know, if he'd phoned them back straight away, we wouldn't have left. I've come up here. So now he's to turn back and go sort that out. So this is a great bit up here. It's you wouldn't expect it to be dry. Well, it's not dry, but it's not hellish. It's got like rock under it, so it's it's reasonably okay actually to just drive on it. So that's probably why the cattle have done so well out here. They go out the moor, have a munch here and whatnot, and come back in, and it's nice, good bit, good wee bit. So yeah, it's just, there must be like sheet rock, shelf rock right the way up, just this section, and it's nice and dry, and then you've got the wet bits, and then you've got the really wet bits, but there's a randomly dry bit down this end, which is weird. So aye, right, I'm going to try and get these cows and heifers one way or another, but I can't use my drone to bring them down for me because it's so wet, unless I wait a minute and see if it dries up and then fly the drone up. Probably better just trying to go up a pail of cake. I think they've been coming to the cake, trying to entice them over the last week or so, I think, and they've been following on. So right, well, that's just tremendous. One trailer going away empty. Not just quite sure how well this is going to go myself, but I've got cake, it might help. Got this all set up, open all the gates. I was winding Dad up on the phone on the way up here, just saying that it looked like the cattle were in the golf course and it looked like they were in the millionaire's garden. There's a bloke with a very big house up the top here, so that's why we call it a millionaire's garden. So but they were just through the trees up the top, so hopefully just around the corner up there's where they'll be. Don't really fancy being out in this for too long. No, the first time this week I've been drunk right enough, but you kind of get fed up with it after a few times, don't you? I've got, I'm sporting these very bright blue leggings that I found. Dad got given a pile of them a wee while back. I don't know how he got a hold of them. You know, it's just one of the things you randomly get and they're still there years to come. Like, I don't know, brand new out the plastic. The only thing is they're like triple XL and I don't fit them, so they kind of go under my heels and they fall down all the time. So Dad actually goes around with a bungee cord and that's what holds them up rather than the baler twine. Baler twine works just fine, but the bungee just kind of keeps it nice and stretchy and held in tight without going too tight, you know. So right, I'll see if I can find them. I've not seen them yet, but I'm hoping they're just round the corner there. Oh. They appear to have walked on from this corner. Hopefully not too far. What a miserable wet hole of a day. Oh Christ, they're away out the back up. They're away out there. It's got wetter. I can feel the rain running down my nose. Now they're all in three groups. There's some in this field on the right here that I'm going into. There's some on the moor away out there, and there's some on the moor away out the back of that other bit. So why did Dad pick today and then of course have to bugger off and leave me here? Oh God, there's some there, so I'm going to try and get them, and maybe I can get some from round the corner. I don't think I'm going to get the ones out in the moor. Oh, I need to go home. Get a fire going. Why the hell am I doing this on a Sunday? I have come to the conclusion that they don't want to come home. It's whether the weather's this way and they just they keep walking away from me and my cake, and I'm getting further and further away, and I'm walking further and further up, but they're not coming towards me. So I'm never, oh, I feel like I'm never going to get them home. I'll go right up to them if I can, and see if they'll follow me, but I'm only going to get this batch if anything, because the ones on the other side, it looks like they're roaring at me, but they're on the wrong side. This is a brilliant day for this, absolutely fantastic. Couldn't have picked a better day myself. Dad. Right, it's just getting worse, they're not interested. Poured some cake out there so they'll know what it is. They have been following folk. Dad said, you know, they were up the last time, they were following around, that's why he thought they'd come home. But I think with the way the weather is, they're just not interested, so I'm going to need to come back up another day. So this video has been a bit of an anticlimax. Is that the right word? I'm not just quite sure. Unless they start following me on the way back down. Nope, still not doing it. Oh well. I'm frozen. And soaking. Well, I feel like I'm maybe soaking, but I think I'm dry underneath this jacket apart from the bit at the front. That's open like that so I can clip the GoPro in there. Oh, it's cold up here. The wind and the rain's just getting me. My fingertips are all red and I'm actually losing the feeling of the hand that's holding the GoPro. So the things I do for your content, eh? Now my hat's soaked through. I'm questioning how waterproof these leggings are, because the crack of my arse I can feel water running down it. On the plus note, my jacket is definitely waterproof because I'm dry apart from the V, because I had the jacket unzipped a bit so I could clip the GoPro into place. But now yet again it has run out of battery, so now I need to go home with an empty load. Usually that would make a man happy, but you know, from the market and such. But no, not today. Oh well, it is what it is. Time for home. Dry out a bit. God.